Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Tennessee River campaign for you. So first round is going to be the Piper Farm, followed up by the Pry House. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like to support, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Regiments for today, on the CSA side, you have 2 Corps, Iron Brigade, Sussy Brigade, and I Corps, whereas on the Union side, you have 12th Virginia, Pennsylvania Army, 3 Corps, and Colquitt's Brigade. We'll note 2 Corps bounced over from CSA to Union to help out with that, so appreciate the help with balance. With that being said, server pop for tonight's 165, a little less than normal because of Battlefield 6 and the zombie mode is out right now. People wanted to play those, which obviously is perfectly fine, but that's why we have a little bit less of numbers. But in balance right now is 9 in favor of the Union side. Union has 9 on artillery, CSA having 2. So infantry in balance is going to be 2 in favor of the Union side. Frontline reporters for today. On the Union perspective, you have Crossguide here from the Pennsylvania Army, and on the CSA side, we have Zoo from the 5th Florida, or the Banners. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you're playing in this match, whether it be recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link and I'll put that in the pinned comment of the video. We'll also note Archer from 6LA or 2 Corps was going to be a frontline reporter as well, but they bounced over, so that's why he's not a frontline reporter. Thank you, Zoo, for stepping in last minute. Anyways, Piper Farm tonight, it is a 25% ticket advantage to the attacking Union side. Union has the 7th Maine with the Enfield and the 20th New York with the Mississippi. CSA Defense, on the other hand, they have the 8th Alabama with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 55, and the 8th Florida with the option of the Springfield 55 Enfield, but they also have the choice of the Springfield 42, the Buck and Ball shotgun. So, Union side traditionally either likes to go up this CSA right or go to the other side of the map. As of late, it's been more this side, but a tried and true method has always been going up this side. Union team's going to go here. The match plays very differently when you have, 90 to 100 people on each side versus, 200 v 200. And so Union's going to go in. Every ticket matters more since each death is worth more tickets since it's a smaller pop. But here we go.
Talk about your car's Alabama. Come get some 50th Alabama, boy. Come get some 15th Alabama.
So Union gets a CSA flag down. Artie shot knocks a couple CSA down in the distance. Union, though, is starting to overwhelm this position as CSA is not moving in together. Iron Brigade's charging in on the left side of your screen. You have Banners and PA trying to brace from the opposite side. And so Union will eventually be thrown off by Iron Brigade, at least most extremely, and Union will reform with all of their flags. And I mean, look at that, right? If you look at a high server, the reason why tickets are worth more, or rather you lose more tickets when you die in a smaller pop server, is the game tries to make sure that regardless of the server pop you're in, the matches go the same amount of time, right? You don't want to balance it for one pop and not for the other, because let's say you have a high pop with 400 players playing, right? A lot of people are dying, and you don't want the tickets to drop super fast. So let's say you set it to where each death is worth barely any tickets. Well, if you have an 100 pop server with that setting, tickets are barely going to go down. So every individual action, although this is still very much a team-based game, every individual action matters much more. Dying out of line matters much more. Obviously, it still matters a lot on a higher pop, because that stuff can add up, but it's going to be much more an impact if you die out of line in a smaller pop. CSA defense on this map, you have point of contention in the center. They're holding pretty far behind because they are defilated. It's a little hard to tell, at least from up here, but it goes slightly uphill, and then it starts going downhill. And so CSA is just trying to hide back there, kill some time, but, I mean, Union is not even going to make time a question in this game. I mean, they just charged in, brought both sides down half morale stage, and, I mean, that's phenomenal if you're Union side here. The CSA defense looks like you got I-Corps on the right side as they're reforming. Banners are holding in reserve. More towards the center, you got the rest of I-Corps and Iron Brigade in front. A couple CSA over here on the left side, but nothing too crazy. Union shifting. They have two flags still in the corn, but they are shifting 2 more flags to the other side of the map. JD, 15th Alabama, 3 Corps together. Mississippi Brigade might be in 3 Corps too. I don't know. I'm going to guess, but they've got a couple of guys in there as well. So that's the thing too with these smaller pop servers, right? Is, I mean, again, we look at the pop, it's 167, and I mean, there's 80 guys on CSA compared to a 400 pop of 200. So CSA can really only concentrate at least well in one area. It's the attackers, it can be a lot easier for the attackers to, you know, outflank the opponent if the defender doesn't have as many guys. So Union's going to push this side. They're going to get on this stone wall. And it's a nice little area for them to be in because they can rush up, get CSA already, which they're not really occupying outside of Doug here from 5th NC having a jolly good show. But, I mean, Union could take this part of the map and then just hit in these hay bales from the side, whether it be charging in, trying to hold, or just shooting. Although I think shooting from this here, I mean, you can't really see a whole lot. See that officer with his binos, though. But Union, at least for now, getting set up. They've taken the CSA guns. And CSA is a little bit surrounded right now. Again, still in a defilade. But some CSA are trying to go out for a flank. This being the banners. Now, I do know it's out of bounds somewhere over here for Union. I don't know how far it is, at least in this direction, before it's out of bounds. But CSA at least trying to keep a concentrated fire. If I'm Union here, right, now, the officers in this event, they don't have a Steam chat. They can either communicate through the in-game text chat system, which we don't show on the broadcast, or they can obviously talk to each other in-game. If I'm Union, right, and you notice that you have a CSA regiment here, a decent-sized one as that, Union team could just all collapse in over here if they want. It's just an idea. But Union looks like they're going to send one of their groups. 3 Corps is. Looks like it's going to be JD shifting back to that stone wall. They're going to be able to get nice shots down the road, and that's going to force the banners back. Looks like they're just probably going to hold on the snake fence here to still at least keep some pressure on the Union from this perspective. And Union shifting up on the other side again. They've shifted up in the center briefly. 2 Corps, 6 LA doing that. 12th VA and Colquitt's charging against I-Corps on the opposite side.
I missed my melee. We will talk about it. Oh, watch out, watch out!
You missed me, dipshit.
Good hold. Good hold.
One of the flags is a very important job.
Good hold. Reform.
So Union a little outnumbered there, is eventually going to get thrown back, but I mean Union, even if maybe even slightly up on tickets right now, which if you're Union, that's, you know, you got to be happy in that situation.
I mean, 4 guys can hold them off. Fuck them.
I mean, just how the final stages work in this game, that's why the attackers want to at least keep things even.
Alright, back west. Back west. That's good.
The attackers' final stage is final push. Defenders' last stand. Last stand's no more respawns. Final push, you still have infinite spawns, but the clock will go down to a few minutes. But I mean, being able to keep spawning guys in while your opponents can't, it's a huge thing. So Union very slightly up on tickets, at least banners on the left side falling back. Did they just bounce over someone else? I saw someone in chat saying thanks for the balance for someone, and doesn't look like a server announcement was made anyways. So you just gotta, they just pressured him in. And I mean, with being super aggressive at the start of a match, that can be, you know, a huge benefit in a sense, because, you know, both sides are down basically a full morale stage. Probably going to be about 12 minutes into the match. And so that's faster than what you normally expect. And so the attackers could afford to sit back and shoot. I mean, they've been sitting back and shooting for the most part for a while, but 15th Alabama's going to charge here on another part of I-Corps.
We're on the right. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Got one. Come here.
And at least, you know, try to take those hay bales. Visual barrier. They don't block bullets, that's for sure. And they're going to deal some damage there.
Let's see if we can get this. Pull back.
Back to me, here.
But I'm surprised we haven't seen the Union flanks try to collapse into the center at the same time. With there not necessarily being instant communication, it can be difficult, but...
Get up there, get up there.
They're to your left. Looks like down the...
So it does look like PA did balance over to CSA. So that is true. All right. So both frontline reporters are CSA side. That's really funny. Because I asked Archer from 2 Corps, right, to do it. And then we got Crossguide from PA to do it. And then they just swapped to the other side. It'd been funny if I would have just kept them on the same thing. I guess that's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, boy.
See if I can switch it back.
We're the lads. Right here.
You didn't hear nothing, Captain.
Canadians, right?
But
Keep it up, normal infantry squad. You can...
CSA, I mean, they got to find some way to get a little bit of a ticket lead here. I mean, they do get a Union flag down there, which that's got a 5-minute despawn timer on that. But Union will probably be able to go over and get it back. In the meanwhile, Union sending another group up here. JD is bringing their flag with them, although they're keeping some guys back. Interestingly, some MB guys in there. Surprised they're not bringing all their guys up. Especially if they're going to bring a flag. I assume they picked up that down Union flag. Nice shot from Volpun there. But I mean, we'll see what happens. So Union at least forming back up. 2 Corps got peppered a little bit. So 15th Alabama's also going this way as well, which is a little fascinating. I'm gonna flip around the frontline reporters here. Just so we can get the proper sides here. So apologies with this. Let me get it up in a second here. The ever-changing battlefield, as they say, except it's the ever-changing frontline reporter field. You're getting a little behind the scenes. This is the glorious War of Rights commentary. I mean, both sides, really, they're just kind of shooting out at each other right now. Nothing too crazy is going on by any means. I mean, Union's got the time and at least the energy to afford to do all this. There we go. Alrighty, so frontline reporters are as follows. You got Archer for 6LA on the top right, and then you have Crossguide from PA on the top left. This is... It's funny how these things go sometimes. So, perfect timing actually is Union's going to go up and over now. Don't say that. That's an illegal meme. I am above you. I don't know what you just said though. So Union charging through the point. Canister rips through, maybe getting a couple. That's some dedication right there. So CSA will hold the charge there. Union lose 2 flags in the process. But, and actually Union's down about a third of a morale stage right now. So
Second, pull it back.
that is what CSA kind of needed there. I mean, CSA very much just concentrated and did well. But that's kind of a huge blow for Union there, losing those 2 flags there. I mean, Union a little more spread out than what they were at the beginning of the match. Maybe not all going in there. At least from what I saw anyway. I mean, you still have these Union guys out over here. But Union could just sit back and shoot this out again, since those flags are down, or they could just charge right up and try to go in and get those flags again. I mean, we'll see. But they are down a little bit on tickets. CSA has the lead. They have to maintain. That was a well-timed Darty shot. At least prevented half the line from shooting there.
Oh, there he is. You want us to push left again, or you want us to stay with the main?
So we'll see how Union goes about it. I mean, when we looked at that first charge from this match, the CSA side did not go in altogether, right? There was an initial CSA group over here that took the brunt of it, and then Iron Brigade eventually came in and hit the side. Sussy then ran up and got close, and eventually CSA was able to overwhelm, but you know, it's just defeating in detail could be a huge thing.
Push up the star, let's go. Push up the star, fall back to me. 2 loads.
And so at least for now, it looks like Union's just going to sit back and spawn and just get into a shootout. If a guy dies without a flag, got to spawn back at main. So that might spread Union out a little bit. Still got JD and Mississippi Brigade over here kind of shooting it out. But I mean, right? Generally, if you're an attacker, you want to hit the defender to engage by the 30-minute mark. Taking losses that next stage to 20. I mean, Union can afford the time to sit and shoot this out. And I mean, why not? We can enjoy the beautiful fall scenery that is War of Rights. It's, I mean, we see the summer, if you want to call it summertime version of War of Rights for, I mean, what, 80% of the, probably higher. 80, 90% of the year. So it's nice to see it all shades different. And I mean, the fall theming looks well. Nice shot. Someone down here got that flag down. It was a really nice shot. He does. So Union guys, are they trying to pick up the flag? I don't know. But if I'm CSA, and this is just a real tiny thing, right? And I see a Union guy run up trying to pick up the flag, I let him pick it up and then shoot him. Because that 5-minute timer of that flag being down resets when someone picks it up. So it would be a cheeky little thing to do. And it does look like Union is at least sending some forward. 15th Alabama, Colquitt's starting to follow as well. They're going to run through the point again. Tickets have gotten a little bit closer here.
Too bad, move! Press the attack, you dogs!
And so Union's going in, but look how spread out they are. DSA is much more clumped up than Union is here. We'll see what tickets are, but both sides will probably drop. I mean, the thing is, CSA just wiped that Union group there, basically, and now they can turn to 12th VA.
Want some, Yankee? You want some, Yankee? I'll give you some, Yankee. I'll give it to you, dude. Yeah, you're gonna get some, dude. You're gonna get some. All clear. Reform.
And Union still actually, though, despite me saying otherwise, there's a couple guys alive over here. Looks like JD pushed up from the artillery, and that kind of helped finish CSA off over here because CSA shifted to the other side.
Good.
They're in the barn.
Already cleaned up. Let's go.
So Union just got to watch out and not lose that flag there, which it looks like they're running it out.
Second Georgia, to the right.
CSA trying to countercharge, get a couple kills here, but Union's doing a lot of fancy maneuvers here when they don't necessarily need to. I mean, CSA's adjusted to what they've done. Union they're hitting from like 3 different angles, and they're playing a little too fancy. I mean, if you're trying to gain ground, splitting yourself up like that could be a good idea, but there's not really much ground to gain because Union could try to hold up here, but they historically have never really been able to hold up here for too long. I mean, CSA does have the option of that buck and ball, and I mean, CSA main spawns here, unless Union's like curb stomping the CSA side, which at least I haven't seen as of late. Union at least, I think, just got to try to stick together here and charge him. Because, I mean, you saw the main Union force up center. They charged in. And it was just mistimed. Like, if 12th VA had wrapped around and hit in right as the center guys hit, you know, then we might be in business. But, you know, it just spreading yourself out like that, you risk it.
Hey Davis, how you doing?
About 50th, come on, lift star.
So CSA starting to spread out a little bit. Union, for the most part, clumping in the corn, down half a morale stage. I mean, you got banners shifted to the left side here. Taking up that Iron Brigade on the hay bales. You got their other friendly regiment, 2nd Wisconsin there, and then I Corps for the most part holding up in the orchard here. Meanwhile, Union is spreading themselves out as well. 12th VA in the extreme left, they've been there for a hot minute. Colquitt's holding in center, and then it looks like probably 3 Corps and I assume 2 Corps are starting to shift this way. 2 Corps is already here, is taking shots.
Fire. Got another one staying behind their caissons over here.
But I mean, a little over 20 minutes in the match, plenty of time. Union's a morale stage and a half left until they drop into their final stage. CSA, 2 morale stages. And so, I mean, Union, again, I keep repeating it, but they have the time. They don't have to charge in if it ain't working. I mean, it's getting CSA tickets down, but you're bringing yours down a lot. And, I mean, we really haven't seen that Union artillery. I mean, they've hit shots, but when it's mattered, when I say when it matters, it's like right as Union's about to hit, is the Union already going to hit the CSA to knock down a bunch of their guys? And we just haven't necessarily seen that yet.
Get to cover, reload.
I mean, that can be a part of it as well. I mean, Union right now is, they're still up by 9. They have 12 on artillery now. CSA only having 1, but Doug's the officer there. Hey, never mind, he's not an officer. I just saw the red and assumed. But I mean, what? Union is... They're down 3 infantry because of the amount of guys they have on artillery. And when you put that many on artillery, you need to hit shots that matter. And it just hasn't been there yet. So, CSA a little spread out, but just, again, hiding. I mean, yeah, if you're CSA, you normally just play that way, but it especially makes sense. Because you've won the past 2 charges. And so you want to bait the Union to charge into you.
Aim for their legs.
This is why I hate the infield, because with every other rifle, you just aim at the chest.
I mean, Union can't really hit much if CSA just sits back in that defilade. I mean, the only way Union can is by charging. So JD's starting to push up. I mean, that's also something to consider, right? Union's got the Mississippis, which are a little shorter in length. Make it a little difficult in a melee. Melee. However you say lay. Anyways, banners are shifting to counter.
Skate the rocks. Got him.
And JD's getting a little bit of reinforcements behind. It's like 15th Alabama to help. So they're getting a nice little shootout right now. I mean, closeness if... I mean... Banners are... they are the 8th Florida. Are they actually taking the buck and ball, though?
Shoot the guy with white gloves, boys.
Looks like they are.
Northeast group.
So, I mean, CSA could try to assist by sending a couple guys on the hay bale to get flanks, but then Union down here will be able to see them partially. Banners backs off, realizing the situation. Tickets have almost nearly evened out. And who's sending the flag? This is the first time that's happened in a while. Colquitt's Brigade.
Well-aimed shots, gentlemen. Well-aimed shots.
They're now pushing up to assist on this side. And again, just adjusting that pressure. CSA grouping up. Union, though, really is starting to group out on this artillery position. I assume that's 12th VA over there is the last group that hasn't shifted over yet. I mean, both sides half morale stage starts breaking. Union can capture at any time, but CSA hits break in that next stage. They can cap and win instantly. So maybe Union's getting prepped to do a move like that.
Riflemen, move up. Come on, boys. Get up here, gentlemen. This is a good...
And I mean, it almost looks like Union's taking a slight ticket lead right now.
You guys keep going back.
Next one ready.
We got this.
Disregard, listen to Guppy.
I mean, when I say slight, like very slight.
Repeat what I said.
Continue pop-up volleys, it sounded like.
Alright, what direction?
Towards the corn. Towards the
I just,
corn.
check one out.
Yo, corn.
Alright, get him out of there, then we'll move out.
You want a load? I'll give you a load.
So CSA starting to push their lines a little forward. At least Iacor is moving up. Looks like they're just again trying to pop a volley. Union are again like that was a nice sure shot from Union Arty.
Pull back to reload.
But I mean, I just assume Union's going to charge through. That Arty shot went through the barn and exploded on the other side. A little fascinating stuff there. That Arty shot a little short, knocked out a couple.
Get your loads. Get your fucking load.
TBIs are yet.
But I mean, Union, CSA's not played a bad round. They've reacted to what Union's done initially. They've made some nice moves, but Union, has kind of been responding on their own as well, right? Maybe not so with the charges, but they have just outright been winning the shootout today, which is I mean, when you're up 25% of tickets, you'll expect that a little bit. At least if everyone's hitting each other equally. So, looks like Union's talking about, at least in their text chat, crashing the point once CSA gets into braking, which they could go now, really. Because if you get onto the point, CSA, you're forcing CSA to make a decision. Either sit back and hope they don't hit braking beforehand, or they charge into you, and then you're kind of on the defense at that point, at least on point. Let's say point a couple more times. I mean, if Union, likely, right, even if CSA hits braking, they're likely to sit here. They're probably not going to move too far forward because they don't want to put themselves in an open field. They'll probably wait for Union to push in and then countercharge them out. So, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if Union goes now or in a few minutes. But, of course, this is what we normally, by we, I mean me. Also, I'm surprised second Wisconsin's not shooting the guys to their left that are in the open field compared to the guys who are further distance on that stone wall. That was a big arty shot. Holy. More like the effect of it hitting. But Union can send a couple guys even to pre-cap it, which looks like they're sending JD to do that. Again, maybe trying to bait CSA out. And also, if you hit CSA into braking, you'll have the point a good way capped. So is CSA going to charge in and try to stop this, or are they going to see if Union will early cap? I mean, Union could pull off this whenever they want. They don't have to stay here. I mean, they have guys pulling up to the hay bales right now. CSA hits braking. Cole quits. 15th Alabama charging right in. That's a perfect arty shot from Union right there. CSA kind of ignoring this Union push, are just trying to get on point so Union doesn't take it and win. Union kind of half pushing up. And they're slowly moving in.
Kill him in the back. He's up. Let's go.
12th VA coming in for a flank, a little spread out though. But again, distraction point going in CSA's favor. Union up on tickets. Another good arty shot. Now you got a team kill though.
Oh, you got fucked, boy.
So CSA is going to get a foothold on the point. Neither side are going to lose their flags. I mean, there's a couple down CSA flags, but they should be pick-upable.
They're coming around to the east.
Hold the hay bales to the last man.
But, I mean, CSA is slightly down on tickets right now, and they cannot be affording out of lines like this. I mean, every one of those is going to add up. So, CSA all grouped up. Union forming up on the artillery. You do have actually a downed Union flag over here. I presume that's 12th VA's flag, but we'll see.
Spread it out, boys. Spread it out.
Spread it out.
Not like it matters too much because Union is running over to pick it up. Booter here from JD. But, I mean, even now, Union could send a few guys to pre-cap it to force CSA out, which time is not a factor at this point. I mean, we just saw a charge and both sides went down over a half morale stage. More importantly, CSA did. So, I mean, one more charge is going to get you down to close to, if not, in last stand. I don't know if that was the right sentence. Yeah. Great English here.
No, come on.
I mean, at a minimum, CSA is going to be very close to last stand. Could very well be in it as well. Union, is for the most part, is formed up. 2 Corps is backing off, maybe trying to wrap around, go up center, or boost up 12th VA numbers, which I don't know why that flag bearer just died. Maybe was out of line. Greek saw it, though. Good on him. And Union's inching guys up, but CSA has a few guys out here. I guess Iron Brigade has their flag here, but they are kind of on their own right now.
What? What?
Yeah, what's going on over here?
Nah, I didn't mean to do that. 360.
Man, the officer duels, they're not hitting each other. JD charging through the barn, they're going to pop in like paratroopers. And Union's going to start capping point again. Looks like 2 Corps is on a shooting position from distance. Union right is collapsing into the hay bales. And they're going to kind of pinch a CSA here. CSA guns it out to the point.
Right in front of us, Pokey. Northeast.
CSA, some getting their shots and charging in, a little spread out.
Oh, that guy's looking at me. That guy's looking at me.
Bitch ass motherfucker.
So CSA win on top of point. At least they get 2 courts. Wealth VA still alive on the left. CSA hold in the hay bales, but they are in last stand. No more spawns for them. If you're CSA, you need to hit Union the final push to drop that timer down to a couple minutes. So, I mean, I would be charging out at the few Union guys over here. I'd be charging out over here as well. Sure, you don't respawn, but if you can knock down Union flags and get into the last stand and make them, you know, drop a few minutes in terms of an attacker, that should be your goal here if you're CSA. These Union guys need to fall back.
Come here, you bitch. Fuck you.
He's running. We got the hay bales. Stay here. Stay here. Yeah, stay here. Push around. Stay here.
Every second you're not, you know, every second that's going by right now, you're letting the Union get reinforced. Union just has free time right now, essentially. You can't allow that if you're CSA. But look at that. I mean, 5 minutes just disappeared off the clock. That's why you want to knock them down. But, I mean, they do hit them down. CSA, you know, not going too crazy. They're like, maybe CSA was like, they're so close to final push that, you know, we'll just shoot them down, which you never know sometimes because the bars, you know, it looks like someone's a sliver away left, and then it takes a few minutes for them to drop. But close match here, minute 45. CSA no more spawns. Union has the infinite spawns, but a minute and a half essentially left. So Union needs more bodies on point to force an overtime or win. CSA needs more bodies on point when the clock hits 0 to outright win the game, but a minute and a half is a long time. Here comes Union.
I mean, huzzah. Yeah, huzzah. You just got your ball.
And so Union going in from both sides here, starting to take back the point and overwhelm CSA.
How dare you, Sesesh? Save me from this heathen.
And that's a downed Union flag. CSA, you know, a little left. Here comes the last Union wave, bringing up those flags. 45 seconds. Union main spawn, I think, is closer than 45 seconds.
The end of days is upon them.
And that's going to do it here for CSA. You know, kind of a crazy match. Both sides getting ticket leads, some larger than other at certain points. But, I mean, especially CSA was getting up to a half morale stage lead twice on Union. And Union was able to claw it back. That's, you know, that's the beautiful thing about being aggressive, at least in my opinion, is even if it doesn't work, like Union, you know, the first charge it worked, but the second and the third charge did not work. CSA had a huge ticket lead. Union had plenty of time to react and respond accordingly. They did, shooting him down to even tickets. They honestly could have kept shooting him down if they wanted to, at least for a little while longer, but Union eventually charging in, getting that ticket lead back on the 4th and 5th charge, and were able to take the point and win. So really well fought round from them. But again, CSA played, you know, pretty well as well. They, you know, they got defeated in that first charge. They changed up their strategy. They won the second and third charge, but you know, it's difficult if you're CSA because on a small pop where each death is worth a good amount more tickets than a higher pop, I mean, everything matters. And so it's like you almost wonder if CSA has to kind of like half turtle there or whatever, but or mega turtle. But anyways, good first round. We'll see you all shortly for the second round. And here we are with the start of our second round. Pry House. So server pop right now is 174. Sides are perfectly balanced as all things should be. Artillery CSA currently has 8. Union has 7. So infantry and balance is 1 in favor of the Union side. In terms of weaponry and advantage on this map, CSA has a 17% ticket advantage. Their weapons on this map, they have the 8th Alabama with the Springfield 55 and the Enfield. They also, again, had the 8th Florida with the option of the Enfield, Springfield 55, and the Springfield 42. So the buck and ball. Union Defense, on the other hand, they have the 5th New York with the Springfield 61. And the NCOs have the Sharps rifle. And the 1st Sergeant and Sergeant Major have the scope. 20th Maine Regiment as well for the Union side with the Enfield. Now, this is a fairly CSA biased map. You have the point of contention in the center. Union has strong defilated positions throughout the map. And not as so much on this side, but especially on this opposite side, they can really hold behind these defilates here. And CSA can't reach them unless they, you know, charge Union out. But luckily for CSA, the point is in front of where Union would hold on those positions. So how do you force a defender out of position in this game? You early cap the point, you stop the timer, you force the defenders out, and you bring everyone's tickets down. And that right there is how you play this map as CSA. Union, on the other hand, it's very tricky. Now, if you can try to find a way to get a ticket lead, whether it be winning charges or through the shootout, which both are going to be difficult to do, props to you. But at least the most consistent way is CSA playing really poorly, which I don't expect we'll see. But another way as well is for the CSA to early cap, and then since the roles flip, CSA would become the defenders in that situation, Union attackers. Union could try to hit them into last stand and then recap and win. So, I mean, the unfortunate part about that is this battle is really not in the hands of the Union side. And so, you know, it's a little unfortunate, but Union's got to be able to pick up on mistakes of CSA and exploit. But it does look like Union's holding pretty far back here. You got JD on the right side, the extreme right. Union's holding a lot further back on this right side than what you normally see. 15th Alabama kind of in the center, holding back as well. Holding up on the point to make sure it's fully capped, to make sure CSA can't easily take it. It looks like 12th PA. I don't know if Union's going to actually hold the point when CSA, you know, if CSA wants to move up an early cap. We'll see if they do right now. They're just sitting back and shooting it out. Union left, you got 2 Corps and Colquitt's Brigade. Opposite side of things, CSA right side, you got Iron Brigade in that corn. In the center, you got I Corps and more I Corps behind. It's 1st Georgia, particularly in the back, and more first. It's just, oh, that's a lot of numbers. Good numbers, too. Left side, even more I Corps with some PA mixed in between. And then Sussy Brigade, Banners is holding up in the extreme front.
Check.
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 Reform new line, reform new line, reform new line. Enemy spread ahead, you're gonna cut the grass, take aim, take aim, take aim. Ready?
Fire! You can shoot right through those hay bales.
Cut the grass, grass.
Hold for volley order.
So you can see that Artie there, hitting a lot of good things there. CSA have now pushed up onto the point. I Corps getting up there, and I mean, this is Pry House for Union. Did not want to hold that point. I mean, Union's down less tickets in terms of a percentage than what we saw last round, but the map is much more tailored to the attacker side than the previous map. And so, once the CSA side early cap here, Union's going to have to retake. Union will have a good amount of time since they're in battle ready. It's going to be a 20-minute counterattack timer. The black timer will stop. And that gold timer of 20 minutes will begin. If CSA holds for 20 minutes, they win. But obviously, Union can retake, and they should. Generally, they want to do it as quickly as possible, because when they retake the point, if they retake the point, they will regain up to the percentage of tickets that CSA is at, assuming they're down on tickets, which we never know, but of course we'll see what happens. So CSA going to cap the point, and we'll see how Union responds. And Union's a little spread out. No Steam chat in this event. They have to communicate in the text chat, which, I mean, even then, right, if you're Union, you should expect this from the CSA side. And so, hopefully Union has some sort of coordinated plan to go about this.
They need to start shoving Scooby-Doo back in kids' face.
Exactly. Maybe they stop making them so they could get the budget for that new Velma shit. God forbid.
I don't think anybody watched that.
That shit was AIDS. Everybody watched it just to talk shit. Oh my fuck! I'm gonna shoot you, Breacher. I'm gonna fucking shoot you. Do it again, Breacher.
But, I mean, Union, a minute in so far. I mean, I'm in the CSA chat. I don't know why I hit the chat thing to see if they were talking about anything. At least looking at the frontline reporter view, there is no chatter in the group, or the group chat, the text chat. Well, one Union is gonna push in.
Hey.
Jesse, I don't have many. Look at the buddies on.
And so, for now, they keep the shootout going. And I mean, you'll see this sometimes. At least, I saw this in pubs a long time ago, which who knows if that's necessarily right or not. But, I mean, you can see Union's up on tickets right now. Union has really nice defilades and positions on this map. It's just that early cap kills Union because it forces Union out of them into an open area where CSA Buck and Ball can reign supreme.
Got me one.
I mean, Union's even holding really far back on that right side still. It's kind of surprising, but with CSA pushing up a little far on that side, you know, you can understand it there.
And that, and I would have kept the game.
So it seems like Union at least is suggesting 17 minutes on the clock to go in. So 30 seconds, Union's going to make a push. Having a little vibe in the meanwhile down here. But again, Union's a little spread out. Can they go in together? CSA spread out as well. So, you know, it's a two-way thing there. Both sides a little spread out. What the heck? Toe scale. Whoa. That's a weird name for a filter option. Like shoulder scale? Huh. I don't really use those options a whole lot, despite, you know, spectating kind of being my full thing. It's more for screenshots than anything, I think. But Union now pushing forward. 2 core, 15th Alabama, 12th VA in the center.
Oh my fucking god.
That's right. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let him here. Let him here. They're out there. Put them down, boys.
2 core is going to push forward and charge CSA out. CSA not heavily contesting the point, though.
Lead charge. Get out of here.
Cocaine! 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 Cocaine!
And normally CSA does try to, as a team, hold these points for as long as possible because it's a nice opportunity to get Union in the open. I mean, you can see Sussie's flanking. Iron Brigade is not really moving forward as of yet. CSA is a little outnumbered here.
Come here, dirty coon. Come here, bastard. I'm about to kill all of y'all. Get shit out, pussy, your ass. Yep, that's the second stab. Yes, we're getting raped. I'm about to die.
Hey, I'm gonna put this on, and I'm gonna come over and whip that. I'm gonna put this on, I'm gonna come over and I'm whip you. Watch out, Otis!
Fuck up. Step back off, boys.
You monkey.
Take it out. Don't be killed.
Flag up, flag up, get that flag up.
That's one for you too, buddy.
Pull it back.
So charge just kind of fizzled out here. Union still taking it back though, and are up by a third of a stage. That's huge for Union.
All right, all right.
I mean, if you can win the shootout and the charging, that is exactly what you want. So they'll take it back. Black timer continues. CSA was down on tickets, not up, so Union doesn't go down to them. And we will continue. That's really huge, right? I mean, the shootout has not been going in CSA's favor, which you can sometimes expect that on this map just because of how strong the defensive position is for the Union side. And I mean, CSA's attacking too, so even if they go into a volley out and they're both in somewhat good positions, right? I mean, CSA's going to be popping out, trying to constantly shoot at Union, and you can figure out when they want to do it. But if you as Union can win the charge on point in terms of tickets, that's, you know, that's just huge. It is. Because that's CSA's advantage, and you're taking their advantage and making it null and void, and almost making it your advantage. Now, plenty of match left, still a lot of charges. So a lot of adjusting that can occur. I mean, Union winning basically as a whole team on the point, which huge, good on Union for that. CSA was a little more spread out, which is why Union was kind of able to do well there. And it looks like CSA is going to return right back on the point. Sussy Brigade for the most part. Some I-Corps is close as well. And Union looks like they're just going to wait for the cap before they go in again.
We don't want to cap yet. We don't want to cap yet. Seize the loader. We're pulling back. We do not want to cap right now.
And it looks like they're not going to cap.
You
heard them. Wait for taking losses is what they say. So, I mean, we'll see. Sometimes when I watch this map in pubs, though, it's like the CSA will just sit back and shoot for 25, 30 minutes. They'll be down tickets, and they'll be in a bad place. Which, I mean, again, right? Obviously, different situation now than what we see in a public match, per se. A lot more organization here, but I mean, based on what we've seen so far in the small sample of shootout that we've had, Union's been able to take a lead. It's been a good one at that, too. So, I mean, this is going to be Pry House for you. Pry House always goes down as one of two ways. It either is hyper-aggressive, a lot of charging, a lot of early capping non-stop, or a lot of sitting and shooting. There isn't, I mean, CSA early capped, but that was, I mean, that was a charge, but it wasn't by means anything crazy.
Oh, look at that guy. Look at him, he's stuck on the ground. Look at him.
Union pretty decisively won that. Whoever said that was a terrible volley, that's funny. And I mean, you said taking losses. Now, I can assume that means a Union taking losses, but again, that's the beauty about being aggressive or early capping in this game. We can just put what I said last round on repeat, but I mean, it's true.
I said earlier, if I would bother to stand by Jeff Davis and Todd, I'm gonna stand by.
I mean, that's why, at least with the European events I watch, like Historical Rules event, more Historical Rules event than Grand Campaign, which Grand Campaign's the event I record for EU earlier today, that we played Zombies earlier today, but they play much more with an NA style, but at least there's certain regiments in the Sunday event that I watch for you. an event that is much more, you know, line battle-y, slower pace. There's some groups that are ultra aggressive, and it usually works out well for them. And so I think really just the important thing right now is just watching how the tickets slowly go down on each side. I mean, Union's about to hit engaged here. But the big thing is, can CSA find a way to get a ticket lead? I mean, CSA, they're still holding in the center as they were earlier. They're kind of in the same place on this left side. So, I mean, as long as Union can just hide it, honestly, right, Union doesn't really even need to engage the CSA if they don't want to. They could just sit behind the death blade and, you know, wait for CSA to early cap or wait for CSA to charge them. They don't necessarily need to respond. Now, obviously, that's a very boring way to play the game. It could be very effective, though, just because if Union's just sitting back in their defilades here and CSA's not killing them, but that clock is going down, that's, you know, that's a dream for Union, or really a defender. Again, not the most entertaining thing, but it's a way to win, which winning is important, depending on who you ask. Should put the caveat there. So, I mean, Union's still not again. That's what I was kind of talking about at the end of the last round, where a team looks like they're about to drop into, like, their next stage, like Union into engaged, but I mean, they've been barely in battle ready for a while now.
I'm gonna call him Jelly.
Meanwhile, CSA has dropped like a fourth or a third of a stage. This is not working for CSA. And I mean, what is it? 8th Florida? Who's the 8th Florida regiments here for CSA? You got Sussy Brigade and or a good mix of I-Corps here. But it's like, are they taking the buck and ball, or are they?
Pull back, wreck your relay, pull back.
Doesn't look like it. No, they are. At least the few. Yeah, they're taking the 42s.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, right, when CSA did the early cap, they were spread out. Union was able to defeat in detail.
Engaged. I mean, it's been at least 2 minutes. Somebody needs to shoot this guy in the head and end this.
Whoa.
Which guy? I'll do it. What's going on here?
So, CSA's down almost half morale stage right now at current rate. I mean, also, when someone hits a new morale stage, it takes a second for them to actually start dropping with that bar. I mean, CSA's down potentially over half morale stage.
You thought that was funny enough that he said...
Obviously, again, it's a campaign, things could be different, but you have the advantage with the buck and ball. It's been barely obvious so far that this shootout has just not been working for you. So I don't know why CSA is sticking to it. That's the confusing part for me. I mean, we shoot a shootout for at least 8 to 10 minutes. And that's a large enough sample size, at least within a round itself, to, I think, justify, you know, changing strategy. And maybe the charging won't work, right? But this isn't working, and at least the charge margin of tickets was a lot, you know, closer. I think CSA still lost tickets in that charge, but, or the whole cap situation, but it was a lot better than what this shootout's been. And if CSA groups up, they'll have a much better time on point. So Union hits engaged, up a half morale stage, and CSA is moving off the left, going to the right side to maybe put more pressure over here. So I-Corps and PA are in the little nudge over here. CSA is now moving into early cap, I think realizing what's going on. You gotta concentrate as a team on the point, though. You gotta do what you did throughout the last match. At least what CSA did at the beginning of the round. They lost that first charge, right? But they reacted. And they adjusted perfectly. That was a nice arty shot. That was really nice. So CSA's got a huge deficit to come back on. It is possible, but you know, they've got to play well. So Union hitting engage. It's now 12-minute gold timer instead of 20. Black timer stops. And I mean, Union just needs to do what they did last time. I mean, it's in the CSA's court. Again, a way for Union to win is by poor CSA play. There isn't a huge, you know, Union strategy is not terribly complex on this map. It's just, you know, executing, and Union's doing about everything right. But CSA is just, CSA is just kind of being outplayed, outshot. It seems like all of it.
They're saying recap at 11. That's 18 seconds from now. Third, yep. Keep shooting.
I also wonder what it's like to go from playing the zombies mode where you can increase your reload speed by 100% to going back to a normal event.
It doesn't seem like a push at 11. I think they lied.
I got you. Feel forward. Feel like forward. Make myself feel special.
I'm gonna sit there.
Oh, come
So Union's at least somewhat starting to go in. 15th Alabama on the right, a little spread out. CSA is holding really kind of far back here. Looks like CSA maybe just trying to have Union go up into an open area where CSA could put a lot of fire on them. CSA a little more concentrated than before. 12th VA's on the outside. Union needs to watch it. Right, Union's had a good match, but you just got to be wary of it. The little mistakes could add up. I mean, these guys that are trickling forward and getting shot here, those are, you know, 3-5 tickets, and it actually just looks like Union's going to go in. So CSA will hold the push. They're about to drop into taking losses. Union halfway through engaged. I mean, one charge right there, and Union dropped half morale stage. Kind of what we saw last round, but these tickets can drop. Union maybe is going to retake. CSA trying to counterattack here to maybe prevent. And it looks like they will.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me. Notice me, senpai.
Come here, Yankee boy. Come here, Yankee boy. Give me that ass. Give me that ass, Yankee. Push him all the way down.
I think that's good.
And so CSA gets, I mean, look at that. Union lost a whole morale stage there, essentially. Again, that wasn't any, I mean, it was a charge, but it was just one charge. It wasn't anything crazy. And, I mean, the auto lines can really add up. Now we'll see how many they took at the end of the round. But that was beautiful for CSA. CSA much more concentrated, and they responded exactly as you should. Union, you know, tried to charge CSA out completely to force them back. I mean, it worked the first time. You can't necessarily blame them for doing it again, but Union side they got to go in again, and CSA might take a ticket lead. Looks like some people in Union chat are saying 8 minutes to go. I mean, I think all of Union went in there. I mean, 2 cores out left volleying, but they were a part of that charge. I know that 12th VA's moved the gun all the way over here.
Straight in front.
Move! Get off!
Gotta hit that.
And by the time they moved it, they already shifted.
Go!
You got right there on the.
How many we got coming?
Oh, they changed. But Union's going in again. Looks like all of Union's going in. And they're not going to rush him. They're going to hold that arty shot. They better fire. There you go. Some Union are going in. It's 15th Alabama here for the most part that's going forward. I-Corps collapsing from the left side of your screen. Union hits taking losses. CSA starting to drop through taking losses. Points going back in Union's favor. Union has the bodies on point right now. CSA, though, could countercharge this at any point to try to get in and do some damage.
Oh, behind us. Big line on the right, just right of north. We've got a big line of them.
But it does look like I-Corps, for the most part, is going to do that. Union's still taking. A lot of guys pumped in on the other side. That's an arty shot you need there from Union. But it doesn't stop the CSA tide pushing in and starting to retake the point back very slowly.
Brace up this charge, damn it!
Brace! Brace! There's an officer in the road! That's why you're dead!
You guys are really bad at this game.
You guys
I stabbed you in their face, dude. What do you think about that?
I mean, look at the ticket gap right now. It's about a third of a stage. It's getting closer. Another Union arty's been on point this round. They're hitting good shots. Second Wisconsin charging from the far side.
Fall back, second.
Oh, that was the team. So CSA will hold. CSA only down like an eighth of a stage. And Union's going to have to go in again. That's 2 charges failed now. Union's got about 2 more left before that gold timer will hit 0.
Are we supposed to call this guy Quig or Bo? I don't know what.
Move it up, independent fire when you get the arch.
What do I call you?
Well, that depends on how long they want to sit back and shoot this out. I mean, they've got to organize for a little bit here. Which, I mean, Union main spawn is right in the center of our screen where that one guy is getting his bayonet back on.
No, we just hit the 7 guys that were protecting the flag. It's fine.
But maybe, I mean, Union is winning on the shootout, which maybe Union's just trying to shoot it out for, you know, another minute or 2 to get a little bit more of a ticket lead, because if Union retakes the point, both sides are going to be in breaking, and CSA is just most likely going to charge in at that point, because this whole round has been, you know, the shootouts favored Union, and so CSA should try to avoid that as much as possible. And CSA should do the charging. And Union's going to be forced to stay near or get on point when they hit breaking. And that's going to encourage a lot of charging. So 3.5 minutes. Colquitt's starting to push up. And then 2 corps following. It looks like they're going to go again.
Let's go, boys. Here we go. Here we go.
I almost wonder if Union should just stop instead of fully charging in on the CSA. But I don't know. That was a weird arty shot.
We have to wipe them.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to charge up to this point. They're not on the point. Well, but that's not what everybody's doing. They're going to be coming. Yeah, okay. Maybe standing here, getting shot on the point, and then they come and countercharge us. Maybe that's bad.
We have to go.
What do you suggest, Archer?
What are we doing here?
I mean, well, whatever we do, just do the same thing. Because some dude's running off in front of us. You got most of us standing here. Some dudes on the right side of the road are charging in all the way. Like, just communicate to do something together and then do it.
Is that Archer? If that's Archer, he's spitting facts. Union's just got to do the same thing. I mean, sitting here is working. I mean, Yeah, I mean, you might as well just sit here. They're going to retake. Union's down on tickets. They're going to regain a very slight amount. Both sides are going to barely be in taking losses. If Union hits breaking, CSA can cap and win. So Union immediately falling back. Again, just trying to preserve their tickets and hide. But CSA is just going to waddle right up onto that point and charge in. Because Union's up here. They want to hit into breaking and they want to capture. So Union, they can't leave for long.
Hold here, damn it, hold.
I mean, Union's going to have to pull some magic out to cook back, but, I mean, briefly zooming out here, CSA set their lines up on point. Union has lines decently far back. That point's being capped. Union has to go in.
Let's go, get up here, get up here, get up here.
I mean, you got some Union trying to go in. Looks like you got others now. The rest of the Union team pushing in, but they're going in a little piecemeal.
Hi, CSA guy.
One and other, you know, MVP for Union tonight. I don't know if they're going to win. Probably not. We'll see. Percentages say CSA wins this, but what arty shots. Beautiful. And I mean, that arty shot's helping Union out for sure, starting to take this point back. Ticket's still fairly even.
Here they come.
But you do have, jeez, that arty shot is crazy. The fact that that killed and knocked down a lot of Union's wild. Iron Brigade charges in on the side for a flank. Tickets very close still. Union has to get, at a minimum, a third of a morale stage lead to feel comfortable.
Hold right here and keep up the independent. They're just on the fucking killer.
But the fact they're not down tickets is something. But again, we saw at the end of the last round, both sides hit their final stages around the same time. Defenders hit theirs first, but Union was able to win attacking last map with, like, 40 seconds left. And I mean, that timer for final push drop's not going to be too large because CSA spawn is there. And that final push timer that it drops to is the amount of time it takes to get from your main spawn to point 2 times without getting your loads or bayonets. So it's not that long a time, but it's enough.
Hey, Santa. Boys. Keep up the fire. Santa, can I give you my list right now?
Hey, there's holes in the hey, there's holes in the wall.
So CSA keeping it a shootout, but it's a much more close-range shootout. Union a little more exposed because they are sitting on the point, otherwise CSA would just walk up onto it. And I mean, tickets are starting to slightly favor CSA here.
Second Wisconsin, give me zipper rollouts on the cannon. Zipper rollouts on the cannon.
Zipper rollouts on the cannon.
Chick-fil-A, break reload, Chick-fil-A. We're trying.
That was the child too. We have to protect him at all costs. That should be in the description when you join the 15th.
Keep firing at him. Keep firing at him.
I hope you took your Civil War pills because we're about to be suppressed.
Oh boy.
And so, I mean, CSA can keep this shootout going the rest of the time. These guys have been over here for a while. The 6th Georgia, the skirmishers here of I-Corps, to my understanding. I mean, CSA's very slightly up. Things are still fairly even, but still slightly up on tickets. And CSA, if they want, could just keep shooting this out for the rest of the time. Hey, who's on that Union already, by the way, before we end things out? Looks like 12th VA and JD and Mississippi Brigade. Them guys are killing it right now tonight. I mean, it's the gunners that are over here in particular. JD and MB, they've been hitting phenomenal shots. Props to them. Let's give them some name shout-outs here. WAP Goblin, Nitro, Tactical Potato. There's a 4th guy. I don't know where he is. Could be over with them. But the 12th VA gun. They've hit some phenomenal shots tonight.
Be ready, boys. Get those pick stickers on.
So Union's going to hit their final stage first, the last stand. CSA is going to be close to follow. CSA line's starting to shift a little bit into the open, which maybe Artie's pounding them a little too much.
Steady. Fire. Load.
I mean, they're slightly deflated there. And Union's last stand, so no more spawns for them. CSA, next stage, final push, it'll drop down.
Move out the way of the cannons. Out of the way of the cannon.
Guy behind the tree, just to the northeast.
Goofy, what are we doing?
I'm pulling him off away from the cannons so they can fire.
Yeah, we heard them, you know. Screw them, just shoot right through.
I was able to hit that. Just keep shooting them up, boys. Keep shooting, keep shooting.
So Union's got to hit him down the final push as soon as possible. Another Union Artie shot would be well timed now.
Come on, boys, get the last stand. Or final push.
That's right, boys. Keep killing them, boys. Keep killing them. Keep killing them, boys.
And
keep
you got
killing
some
them.
CSA trying to run up and get a flag. I think that's probably Iron Brigade's flag. Ninja's going to get it. And that's going to knock him the final push. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left on the clock. CSA's got plenty of time. Union needs more bodies on point when the clock hits 0. They've got about, 40 guys left, which is not a lot.
We're pushing up at 2. You want to change the order or still go?
And 2 minutes is a long
Get
time.
your kits. Let's go.
When they charge, I'm going to do that volley charging after that. Like,
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Move it up. Move it up.
He's vibing.
Keep killing them, boys. Keep killing them. Don't let them come in.
Chargers.
The cover. Blast these fools. I pity the fools.
Fuck you, cousins. Oh, wait, we are the cousin fuckers.
Over, get up on the next wall, fellas. Let's defend.
Last Union now showing up. And that's going to be our round here. So, I mean, Union played pretty dang well. That was a really well played round from Union. They sat back in their defilades, got into the shootout. They were winning the shootout, but CSA adapted. And luckily for CSA, they were the attacker this time, not the defender. So, I mean, CSA shot it out a lot at the beginning. They early capped, but they were very spread out when doing that. And then they changed it up to eventually just early capping. It seemed like earlier than what they wanted to initially, but they early capped earlier, and they all stuck together and knocked down Union a considerable amount, using those 42s and numbers to their advantage. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, go beneath the video. Hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord and all the clips channels. Check those out if you like the daily shorts. If you're playing in this match, recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link and I'll put that in the pinned comment. Anyways, I appreciate you all. Could not do this without you guys. God bless and have a wonderful rest of your night.